Yeah, it's us. It's the Cult of Dangerous Gentlemen, and we are here. And we're going to get right into it. I was going to talk a little bit about Dylan Mulvaney, who has only been a woman for 1 year and some change, and is already smashing glass ceilings all over the place. Everybody's getting destroyed. Women everywhere are getting bullied and kicked in the balls. And a lot of people aren't happy about it. But before we get to that, I happened to stumble across something that my dear brother here hasn't gotten wind of yet, and I just wanted to talk about it real quick. I just wanted to see how he felt about it. So we got the Dalai Lama, who is all over the news right now at the moment. A lot's going on with the Dalai Lama, so we just gonna hop right into it. You can probably see the headline right there: Dalai Lama inappropriately tongue kisses boy. So I'll just let you see this fresh. You tell me what you think. Innocent enough, right? Not too terrible. And then we go here.
and suck my tongue.
So I'll give him the early part. Right? There's a lot of different cultures and different ways that people interact with each other. So maybe in your country or in your traditions, it's not weird to kiss a child that you're not related to on the lips. Maybe that's not weird. So this first part here could possibly not be weird. It's a little strange. You can see the boy wasn't really feeling it. He's like pulling away a little bit. But I'd like to know how the lovers and followers of the Dalai Lama, the people who really think that this person was chosen from childhood to be the reincarnation of a divine spirit to live here on the planet as human. What do they think about this second part right here? Like, I just want to know. Is it some weird cultural thing that I'm missing?
and suck my tongue.
You heard that properly. He told the kid to suck his tongue. This is an 87-year-old man instructing a child who he's not related to suck his tongue after just kissing him on the lips.
Why
Seems like
can't
he's in
they?
character.
Why
Don't
can't they
all
just teach us great
prophets
truths?
normally rape children? It
Yeah.
seems like
Why
he's in
did?
character.
Why do all of the people that teach us great truths have to diddle kids? Why
I'm
does this just part and parcel? Hey, we're gonna give you some ethereal, deep, hidden spiritual knowledge, but we need to do weird stuff with the kids.
That just comes with the territory. I think we stumbled onto this discovery before. Something close to the photosynthesis of suffering. This is just something that has to happen. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. If you need divine people, they might, there might be some dragons they need to chase in order to stay tapped into their divinity. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
only way they could talk to the gods. They have to rape children, and then the energy of the
Oh, whoa,
gods
whoa,
come in
whoa,
them.
whoa, whoa!
Oh,
Grape,
Vineyard.
take children to the
great.
vineyard.
Yeah,
Take
they
children
take
to the
smoke off
vineyard,
the
so
vineyard.
the words of the Lord can come down to them.
Right. The manna from heaven. Right.
There you go.
Listen,
There's all there's weird cultural stuff. I forget what my understanding is it's just to it's exclusive to maybe just one region in the world and one particular sect of people, but there's like rabbis that they take the foreskin off with their teeth,
that's true.
a little kiss.
Scrumptious.
That definitely happens.
And yeah, and look, it's a baby penis. It's not a it's not a rock hard sexual thing. It could just be innocent enough, like, hey, it's just we're letting you know we love the baby. But even I don't know, anything with a penis in the mouth just doesn't make sense to me. It just can't. It's never. There's never a non-sexual way to do it. But it's a circumcision, and it's gonna help seal up the wound and possibly give the baby herpes.
Well, only possibly. It doesn't definitely give the baby herpes. I mean, and that's only if the rabbi has her. What if the rabbi's clean? Then the baby gets nothing and everybody's happy.
What is this, Tibet? Where's the Dalai Lama from? Tibet?
Yeah, but they're
It's
they're
one
they're
of those
stationed in
beefing with
India.
China countries.
They're stationed in India right now. I just thought,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah,
And
see,
maybe they like Indian boys is
see,
clearly why we need to move the base. These
Listen,
Tibetan children are very ugly. They've never been given baby Botox.
they,
Take me to India.
they do nothing for me. These
With
children, the local children, do nothing for me. Take me to India.
I will get no messages from God until you bring me around sexy children.
And just in case, like I see, we got a couple people tuned in right now. Just in case you missed it, I'm just saying. So my wife took this one pretty hard. She was like,
Understandably.
"Oh man, damn it!" And I'm just like, "This is what happens when people occupy the high chair. We know this already. When humans pedestalize themselves, when you become the middleman between any spiritual system and everybody else, when you decide that you're the one who can deliver the information, corruption is not going to be far behind. So,
And kid diddling is right next to it.
that's part of the corruption. I include that in the corruption.
Yeah, we're taking money. We're laundering money. We're never giving you what you promised. There'll be no school. We have a private jet, and there'll be kids. I don't know.
Do with
It
that
just
information
seems
what you will, but there'll be kids.
it just seems to be a theme. And yeah, I mean, this is a person that's revered, beloved by what I would assume would be millions of people, possibly billions. He's basically Asian Pope.
Right.
He's the Asian Pope,
Yeah,
right?
he's the Asian Pope, basically.
You know,
Yeah.
and I would argue that Judaism and Islam and Hinduism, they don't have anybody comparable to that. So it's really just a two-man kind of thing. There's the Pope and there's the Dalai Lama as just huge, recognizable international figures. And it seems at this point we can say for certain that they've both institutionally presided over epic numbers of kid diddling. Because I can't imagine that you're asking a kid to suck your tongue in front of people and there's nothing else being requested when nobody's around. Because you just feel comfortable. Hey, there's a camera there. There's a bunch of people watching. Suck my tongue. Because I don't know either. Because what I'd hate to do, because I feel like this would be more racist, is if you were just like, that's just their way. If you just removed all responsibility from them, like Asians don't recognize weird mouth stuff with kids. Like they just don't know. Like in India, they're clueless. No, we suck tongues. There's nothing unhygienic or weird or anything about it. I don't know.
That's how we roll, B.
Look,
the older the better, the younger the sweeter.
I know there's places in Africa and there's places in the Middle East where you hold hands to show affection and friendship.
Right.
And there's nothing, homosexual about it. And that can be
That's for the
weird
peons. That's for the peons. This is high chair.
Yeah, I guess.
Know nothing about.
But what I'm saying is, even in that, like I could say, okay, well, yeah, culturally that would be weird here in America. It's like, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? Yo, you want to walk down the street holding hands? Yeah, B, we're super friends. I like you, you like me. We're really good friends, and everybody needs to know. Cool, let's walk hand in hand. That would just be weird. It'd be weird, but it wouldn't be something that I would be like, there would be revulsion. It would just be, that's a little odd, and it's uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to do it. But that's a world away from, hey, kids, suck my tongue.
Listen, I just want to say, to me, the worst part of this video is, okay, so after he kisses the kid on the lips, right? Now he's holding his face, he's staring into his eyes deeply. I mean, it's really weird.
I want to believe it's innocent. I really want to. This is what I want to believe.
Even the two guys next to him look
like, what the fuck?
What are you doing, son?
You could see it right in their eyes.
Like, holy shit. And it could just be something you get to a certain age and you get weird or whatnot. But I want to believe that he's just so enlightened and so compassionate and so full of innocent love that we're seeing it through corrupted lens, that we're the weirdos, that this is completely innocent and silly, and there's nothing that should alarm us. Just like you want to believe Michael Jackson was just a big kid, and it was super innocent. Look, my childhood sucked. Just come for sleepovers. I want to have childhood with little boys. Look, you want to believe that, yeah, it was just innocent. We're thinking through corrupt minds. But I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, all of that, I was with you up until
the tongue sticking out and suck my tongue. Michael Jackson is alleged, but this right here is no alleged over here.
No, listen. like
There's
I
no
said,
alleged over here.
it's just flowing, right? Everything is still a little bit weird,
Yeah, a little uncomfortable, but not.
but right here is where it goes down the
Yeah,
drain.
Sa Mai
hand
Tang.
on the chest.
Look at this. That's what I tell. That's what I tell a whore after a good night.
Okay, but
Suck my tongue,
they
bitch.
but here's the thing too. They cut away with this. Okay, and I don't know why I want to defend this. What he could have possibly been doing is maybe it was a joke to see if he would do it, and then when he
Oh
leaned
no,
in, he backed up to be
no,
like, no,
no, don't
you
look like it.
Put a pope behind that.
That's pretty close,
Put a
buddy.
Catholic pope behind
it
that, and it
is.
still looks the same.
It is, but they cut it before there was actual tongue suckage, and maybe that's because it would break some sort of international law if they actually showed it.
Look at
Oh,
that.
damn.
They had to blur it just because it
Yeah,
was
they
extra
did
weird.
have. Okay, but maybe they blurred it because they're trying. And then, look, all I know is he's involved. This is like Hong Kong, Tibet, Taiwan. There's a whole bunch of places that China just wants. That's basically theirs, but they're like, nah, we're not on board with your shit. And so I would see a reason to smear the Dalai Lama and to put this out there to smear him. I could see this as potentially being
But to smear
propaganda.
him, I think the
There's
best
a
way
smear
to
him is an
him-
alleged video of him telling a kid to suck
Not even an
suck his
alleged
tongue.
video.
This is an actual video of him telling a kid to suck
But
his
I don't
tongue.
have the full context. What if he was
What
trying to make a
context
point
do
about?
you need?
Okay, you don't just obey religious leaders. You listen to your instincts. And maybe he was testing the kid, and right at the moment where his mouth was about to suck his tongue, he pulls away and he's like, "You have failed the lesson." And he just tells him he failed the lesson and nothing happened.
That's a possibility.
And they're showing the blurred pictures of when they lip kissed, still kind of, but they lip kissed and they maybe blurred that out, and then they're trying to say, no, the kid actually sucked the tongue. But look, they edited shit out of all of these 911 tapes. They edit shit out of manifestos. They edit shit. Whenever the news gives you something, just look at what part they're leaving. So that's why I have to question it, because they didn't show the tongue sucking.
Shout out to the Dalai Lama, because isn't he originally Indian anyways? So isn't that?
No,
He don't look like he was trying to pull back,
I mean
dude.
just the Buddha in general is originally Indian, correct?
Oh well,
I
some
believe the
things,
story
yeah,
originated
some
there,
things
yeah.
came over from India with Bodhidharma, a guy named Bodhidharma who showed up in China and brought some spirituality and supposedly like the 5 foundational forms of kung fu that he picked up while he was traveling. They said he would stop and watch the animals, and by the time he made it to China, he had learned these 5 animal styles, and he passed that down to them. There's some crazy stories about him. Also, why the monks, you see the monks that meditate, they walk around, they have one hand like in a prayer symbol, but they don't use 2 hands. Is because supposedly one of Bodhidharma's students severed one of his arms to appease Bodhidharma, and so he couldn't do the full prayer symbol. He just used one hand, and that's what they symbolize when they do it like that. But I don't know how much he would have had to do with Buddhism itself. I'm not sure, but either way, I just
Get
don't.
diddling.
I don't see where. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna slow it down. 'Cause this I don't see where the Dalai Lama was trying to back away at all. First of all, he said, "Suck my tongue to a child." Look at this,
True.
I
Like
mean-
that is undeniable. That part is true.
Even the child is like, wait a minute.
He's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
Wait a minute.
And everybody laughed. Everybody laughed when he said it. They said
Because
it like
maybe
they
they
were all
know
in on the
he's
joke.
really not gonna do it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. Look, how close do you have to get before it's actually, you know what I mean?
So we're disavowing the Dalai Lama. Do we
Listen.
have to
I preemptively disavow anyone who claims to be from a long line of special souls. And it's just me coming back every time. I know it looks like you chose a child and randomly gave him the mantle, but it's actually me. I'm back again, and I'm here to teach you more about spirituality. I'm
The same
almost
shit over and over.
I'm almost automatically like, I'm just like, nope, bullshit, and I'm walking away. The whole system that exists that keeps a Dalai Lama relevant to society, to me, I wouldn't debate anybody about it. I wouldn't, if somebody, was telling me stories about the Dalai Lama or how Buddhism saved their life, I wouldn't say anything about it. I wouldn't be like, that reincarnation shit's stupid. I don't necessarily believe that.
You
But
would ruin reincarnation
no,
Thanksgiving?
no, I wouldn't.
You would bring it up and fight people about it?
Definitely not. Not
Okay.
in the least. I would smile and nod, and I would sincerely, from the depths of my soul, hope that you get the absolute best experience from it that you could possibly derive. Whatever it is that I hope your placebo works perfectly and you're healed.
Don't you think they know though? Don't you think
Probably.
the Dalai Lama knows? Everybody knows.
He
And it's
knows.
just like, look, again, we want to get information to the masses that could help organize their mind, improve their life, make better citizens. They're just not going to listen unless we say you're magical.
Gracias.